In an unexpected move, the Charlotte-Mecklenburg school system added Harding High School to the list of possible school closures. Yesterday, CMS released a new proposal that would keep open E.E. Waddell High School and close Harding. News 14 Carolina reporter Becky Ryder joins us now from the Education Center in Uptown Charlotte with more. Becky.
Well, Rob, last night over 500 people attended a community forum at South Mecklenburg High School, and many parents we spoke to say all of these last-minute changes have them questioning the entire process. Now, the latest proposal on the table would keep E.E. Waddell High School open, close Harding, and move Smith Academy into the Harding facility. The district says this change is in response to the board's commitment to strengthening homeschools. Meanwhile, parents at Smith Academy brought up some concerns about the distance to Harding and the layout of the campus, also saying these changes in the 11th hour just aren't fair.
One thing that's clear is that something has to happen. Our school is bursting at the seams, old, dilapidated. We need a new facility in order for our program to thrive.
My main concern is that, our children are just being shuttled around like cattle. It's one decision after another, and it's not fair to the kids.
Now, these revised changes will be presented to the school board at their regularly scheduled meeting tonight at 6 o'clock at the Government Center. I'm sorry, I'm hearing Champ.
That's weird.
I thought maybe you were telling me to stop, but it's actually Champ.
Tonight is your last chance to voice any concerns about CMS's controversial comprehensive review. That's when the district will hold its last public forum. News 14 Carolina's Adrian Flores joins us now from West Charlotte with more. Adrian.
Yeah, Rob, parents are once again getting ready to square off with CMS officials, this time here at Harding University High School during tonight's final forum. And what's interesting about all of this is that Harding initially was not actually scheduled to hold a forum tonight. It was only added after officials recommended closing the IB magnet program here and moving it to E.E. Waddell High School next year. And you may recall that's a school that actually was on the list initially, tapped to close its high school next year. Now, under the proposal, Harding would then become a K-8 language immersion program for students at Smith Academy, and those students who are here and in the IB program would then have the option of either going to Philip O'Berry High School, which is actually just down the block from here, for a math and science program, or going back to their assigned schools. I know it sounds confusing for us, and it's even more confusing for parents and very frustrating for them as well. In fact, last night there was a huge crowd of angry parents who were at the school board meeting chanting, "We will fight till the end." All of this partially because the NAACP says that this controversial comprehensive plan really unfairly targets minorities and low-income students, something that the school board chair denies.
It is true that most of those schools are in districts 2 and 3, but that's not the reason why they were chosen. They were chosen because they have empty classrooms and of the condition of the buildings.
Again, this is the last forum here tonight at Harding University High School from 6 to 8 p.m. Now, the school board will take a final vote on this controversial plan as it stands November 9th. Outside Harding University High School, Adrian Flores, News 14 Carolina.
I am tired of CFS with silly games.
Emotions ran high again Wednesday night at an overflow crowd at Harding University High School. An estimated 1,100 people packed into Harding's gym, all asking CMS leaders to save their school from extinction and Smith Academy from relocation. Monday, in a late change to the district's proposed boundary changes, Harding High School students would go to Philip O'Berry Academy or E.E. Waddell. The K-8 Smith Academy would move into Harding's building. Wednesday, many parents were wondering why the district would break up two successful magnet programs.
Please know if you vote for this proposal, it will be this community that makes sure you do not get reelected.
This school has been around since 1935. It was integral in desegregation in Mecklenburg.
Another community forum is scheduled next week at Smith Academy.
Channel 36 reporter Michelle Bowden was at the school to see it happen. She's joining us now live with more on the walkout. Michelle?
Well, Sonia, this was a small protest initially, a silent protest as well, but it grew to include about 500 students. They stretched all along the sidewalk. There were even some parents sprinkled in showing their support, even some school bus drivers. They drove by honking, showing their support.
We ain't got no more.
Dressed in her Harding High band uniform, 11th grader Sydney Wadsworth tosses out water bottles to help keep her troops in line.
As a unit, we get stuff done.
This unit formed pretty quickly during second period this morning.
Our teacher let us discuss what happened at the forum last night and what our opinion was. And I was just like, we should start a silent protest.
You do not care about our kids.
That forum, the first chance Harding students and parents had to fight a last-minute announcement from CMS that their school is now on the chopping block.
It just came from nowhere, like many other schools who knew they was getting closed down. We heard about this Monday. So it's kind of hard to send our message out and get what we want to say voiced out to the community because of such short notice.
Unless you're a high schooler with a cell phone and a cause.
We send around text messages. You know, that's the best way to communicate.
The original plan, stay on campus, but not in class.
And as we stood there in silence, more people began to join in. So then once we saw the news camera crews, we said we would take it out to the street so we would have more room.
Save Harding. Please, save Harding. That's all I can say, and that's all I would like to say is save Harding.
United we stand, divided we fall.
Hand in hand, honking horns often showing support, and even some parents joining in. You think it's that desperate the kids had to skip school?
Yes, I do. And I'm behind my son and my daughter 100%.
The hope, of course, is to keep Harding alive, keep it open, but as well as hope and pray that CMS Board of Education doesn't change anything about Harding.
Bowden reporting. Administrators told the students that they would face consequences, but so far we have not heard about what those consequences will be. One of the things the students are extremely upset about is the fact that the school board not only wants to close the school, but would also split two of their key programs. School board votes on the closings November 9th.
And we started off with a group around the tree linking arms.
A group of 14 Harding University High School students quickly became hundreds.
First it was a couple people, and then more people started to join as they saw us standing together.
By lunchtime, nearly the entire student body was lining the street outside the school, protesting the Board of Education's possible decision to shut down the school as part of the district's review process.
I'm really proud how we've come together to stand for what we really believe for and what our passion is.
Well, we want to stay together because, as you can see, we're a family, and together we stand.
The students stood locked hand in hand.
Silence speaks louder than words.
Not chanting, just standing together.
We didn't ask people to come and do this. People come and do this out of love because this is for Harding.
If the kids didn't care, you saw this passion we have. If we didn't care, it didn't bother us, we would suck it up and go to another school.
I am proud of my son and my daughter.
Even some parents joined in, not concerned about their kids missing class.
I think this is more important. I don't think that the school needs to be shut down.
Even the vague threat about severe consequences by school leaders fell on deaf ears.
Please report to your 4th block class or there will be consequences.
Police officers stood watch but did nothing. Students hope to send a simple message to the school board.
Although, yes, we are students and we have our differences, we've actually come together to show our true love and passion for our school.
United together as they await the possibility of being torn apart. In West Charlotte, Sean Flynn, News 14 Carolina.
The future of Harding University High School at stake. Parents and teachers who found out just Monday that their school is on the chopping block got the chance to fight for it tonight. About 1,000 people showed up for CMS's public forum, and as we have seen over and over again, it got pretty emotional. News Channel 36 anchor Kelly Patterson was there and is joining us now. Kelly?
Sonia, it was a full house here tonight at Harding University High School, and I got to tell you, there were students, parents, alumni, staff. They were all here from Harding and Smith, and both were here to let CMS know how they feel about proposed changes to their schools.
Y'all do not do the right thing. You do not care about our kids, because if you cared about our kids, you would do it
was an emotional night as a community stands together to get their message across.
It pains me when we close programs with 89% graduation rates versus programs with 52% graduation rates.
On Monday, CMS announced that E.E. Waddell, a homeschool, would not close, and under a new proposal, Harding University High School, a magnet school, is now on the chopping block. This means that Harding students would have to split up.
I have to graduate next year.
Even Dorothy Counts, who was one of the first African-American students to go to Harding and integrate CMS, was there to show her support tonight.
This is a school of history. This community has celebrated it, and I have celebrated it. And I ask you to think about it before you make the decision on November the 9th.
Also a part of this new proposal, Smith Academy of International Language would relocate to Harding.
People that I know that have put their heart and soul, including myself, into this school will strongly rethink making that 8-mile trip.
Although every question was not answered tonight, the school board says they realize the impact of their decisions.
When you see them in front of you and you see their families, then it really brings it home of the severity of these decisions.
Certainly an emotional night here tonight, and I got to tell you something I gathered from being out here is for students here at Harding at least, they say it's much more than just about the building. Students worry about their class rank, they worry about the credentials they've earned over the years, their teachers, their friends, and the list goes on. So the school board definitely has a difficult decision to make, and we will of course be following that. Live here tonight, Kelly Patterson, News Channel 36.
This was the last of the district's public forums. The decision on closing schools and moving students is now up to the school board. Members will vote on November 9th.